Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India recorded 48,268 fresh cases of COVID-19 and 551 more deaths from the virus in the past 24 hours, Union Health Ministry said on Saturday. With the new additions, the case tally has climbed to 81,37,119, while the death toll surged to 1,21,641. But on the brighter side, the active cases remained below 6 lakh mark and were counted at 5,82,649. They comprise just 7.16% of the total caseload. In comparison to the previous day, the active cases have just reduced by 11,737. On the recovery front, as many as 59,454 patients overcame the virus in the same period, taking the total recovery to 74,32,829 in number and 91.34 in percentage. The fatality rate was recorded at 1.49%. Easing curbs further, Tamil Nadu government on Saturday allowed schools, colleges, cinemas, zoos and amusement parks to reopen from next month by following standard operating procedures. Suburban train services, as per the central government's decision, are allowed to resume. Schools, all colleges, research and other educational institutions and hostels would be allowed to open from November 16, Chief Minister K. Palaniswamy said in an official release. As regards school, classes for standard 9 to 12 alone shall be conducted, he said. Using up to 50% seats, cinema theatres, multiplexes, zoos and amusement parks shall resume functioning from November 10. SOP should be followed, Palaniswamy said, adding the relaxation are not applicable to containment zones. Swimming pool, beaches and tourist places would continue to be out of bounds for people. A 90-year-old woman has been allegedly gang-raped by two men in her house in Tripura, police said on Saturday. The incident took place at Barhaldi village in Kanchanpur subdivision of North Tripura district on October 24, but her relatives lodged a police complaint on October 29, a senior police officer said. The two men accused of raping the woman are absconding and a manhunt has been launched to nab them, Superintendent of Police Bhanupada Chakrabarti said. One of the accused used to call the woman grandmother, who was living alone in her house. On the night of the incident, he and another man broke into the house and raped the elderly woman, the officer said. The woman had fallen ill after the incident, but she did not inform the police. When her relatives came to know of the incident, they lodged the complaint 5 days later, he said. Police took her to the hospital and also recorded her statement, on the basis of which an injury has been started, the officer said. The woman is now staying at her house, he added. Air quality in the national capital improved slightly in the past 24 hours but still remained under the very poor category as per the bulletin by the Central Pollution Control Board on Saturday. The average air quality index of Delhi was recorded at 367 as compared to 397 on Friday. However, a drastic rise in the stubble fire was witnessed. According to the government-run Air Quality Agency System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research, 3,471 stubble fire counts were recorded till Friday, which contributed to 32% of PM 2.5 in the national capital's air. In the national capital adjuncts, the AQI was 358 in Gurugram, 356 in Noida, 368 in Greater Noida, 348 in Faridabad, and 363 in Ghaziabad. An AQI between 0 and 50 is considered good, 51 and 100 satisfactory, 101 and 200 moderate, 201 and 300 poor, 301 and 400 very poor, and 401 and 500 severe. All the regarding for the Delhi NCR were under red category, and such air quality can cause respiratory illness on prolonged exposure. Cooperative NAFTA on Saturday invited bids from importers to supply of 15,000 tons of red onion by November 20 in order to boost the domestic availability and check price rise. The cooperative has asked bidders to supply 40 to 60 mm size of red onions from any country of origin at Rs 50 per kg by November 20. They can bid for a minimum quantity of 2,000 tons to be supplied in multiple lots of 500 tons, it said. The bidding will close on November 4 and received bids will be open opened on the same day. The shipments are to be delivered at Jawaharlal Nehru Port and Kandla Port, it added. We have floated tenders for supply of 15,000 tons of imported red onions. This will help increase the domestic supply situation, NAFED Additional Managing Director S.K. Singh told. The bids will be evaluated based on volumes, quality, and early date of shipment. Bidders have to supply fresh, well-dried, and cured onions, he added. Since the buffer stock of onion, which NAFED manages on behalf of the government, is gradually getting depleted, the cooperative has been asked to augment domestic supplies with imported onions to continue with ongoing market intervention. Last year, NAFED had not only imported on its own some quantities but also distributed onion imported by state-run MMTC. That is all for the today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.